Amara Barbecue, 23rd of June 2024. Rough cut video clips and photo trails. And yes, some of this might be used as evidence against pensioners misbehaving, but I don't think so. Some of you who are local to Sunninghill, and particularly Armitage and Murray Courts, may recognise some of these guys. Anyhow, this was one clip that I shot roaming around. I wonder who that gentleman is. See, other people are shooting video, and I made my way round the back so that not to obstruct. Yes, I seem to recognise those guys as well. Yes. So I made my way round the back of where the food is being served, and yes, there's the DJ. And yes, one of the reasons for this commentary is notice recently that YouTube has made a habit of blocking videos in certain countries based on copyright, and some of you may detect a lovely ABBA single going on in the background, but we'll see what happens. And I'm working my way round to where June and myself are sat, and yes, let people look around. It was a lovely event. And right, we're now into the photo trail. That was the photo shot on that day, starting with the Pussycats, including Michelle's cat Lady in Michelle's room, and a glance at the games room. Yeah, lots of tidying up needed. The robot boat is close to being ready for attempting the Atlantic. June's dressed ready for going down to the amenity area, and Robin decided to go down early, and the gates were already open. And that area hasn't changed much since the late 70s, when the Lovelock family moved into 22 Armitage Court. And yes, so that's the pond, and I took the opportunity to take some photographs. Many years ago I was advised, yes, the end of that pond. Now, is that what you'd expect in a pond? Or it looks suspiciously like a bricked up tunnel, and they've got 3 examples of that in the amenity area pond. Anyhow, yeah, it took us a few snaps around. People were in the process of getting the tables ready. A few people had put tablecloths, and I recognised some of those guys. I checked with June, and yes, she'll be along soon. So some of those you might describe as old guard committee. There's June arriving. I got early warning because I seen, there's Stuart and Patrick chatting, and yes, so just a few, yes, lovely food, of course. Yes, I sort of cobbled something together, not sure whether you call it a hamburger or what. And yeah, the kids were enjoying it, of course, including the bubble machine. Must get one of those. It's a few years since we did, which was, I think, for checking out thermals arriving for model glider flying many years ago. Oh yes, there's some other seating accommodation. And what else have we got? Oh, lovely, yes, ready for pudding, as many people call it. Patrick chatting with June. Yeah, got a serious expression, but I did get her some pudding, which was one strawberry with some cream on it. Oh yes, and that video was shown on June's YouTube channel of Robin Bollywood dancing, although I think that was something sent by the Bansal family, a bit of manipulation of video. Yes, that's I probably popped back home briefly and then came back and joined the party, and it still continued on till late. I thought of hanging around and waiting for the foxes to come out, but I decided no, I'd make my way back. So back home at 22 Armitage Court, there's Bentley dozing opposite, and Toadie on guard duty. He does come out occasionally, and June watching something on the television. I think that was the news, and I decided, I'll take a walk down to the Comrades Club, and So, yep, went into the Comrades Club and had some 0% Peroni, enjoyed the atmosphere, and yes, looked at foxes arriving on the Ring camera that is now in our porch. Made my way back home. It was getting quite late by then, and into the house. Time for bed. So that's the end of the photo trail. The day before the video, I sent out an email with some links, including photographs of the old Armitage Court and Murray Court area, and so let's give you a quick glimpse of the email, just so that people say, ah, well, that's what it was, with links. The AMRA page, public this is, the old AMRA page, and a couple of other links, like our holiday page, and a bit of history of NATO stuff. All overlaps, believe it or not. And so the purpose of this, to wrap up, is to give you a glimpse of those pages. So that's the old AMRA page with pictures of us all looking a little younger, including that shot taken of bicycle ride in the park. None of this would be of interest to people, but you never know. And of course, previous events, including videos and Armitage and Murray Residents Association, details of it, and of course old videos, including a barbecue back in 2001. So what's that, 23 years ago? And yes, I'm just going to make sure I got this on the record. Holiday page, yes, details including the video and pictures from our most recent holiday in Sicily. And I think there's another page there. Yes, the memories of Shape Technical Centre from the 70s, and I've updated that with more recent information based on conversations with one or two guys, including one in the States. And yes, the Roman Communist War in the 70s. Some people will remember that, may not realise how significant it was. And finally, if there is a finally, the Closed Circuit TV page. Been there for years, lots of videos from the cameras of all sorts of things, including wildlife like foxes, and recently released within the last year, there's one or two crime videos. Some may find amusing or a little interesting. So that's it. Time to wrap this very rough video up. I will just point out, if you look at any of those old photos, you see some rooms have changed quite a bit. Untidy, need to be sorted out. There's the robot boat, practically ready for another transatlantic attempt after a bit of testing. So, only remains to say, look after yourselves, stay safe, and enjoy what days we have.